Hello and welcome to Business Line Podcast. I am Nivedita Varadarajan and this is News Explained. The Lok Sabha on the 2nd of August passed a bill that would allow the government to reduce its shareholding in state-owned general insurance companies. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman introduced the bill on the 30th of July, and this bill seeks to amend the General Insurance Business Nationalization Act of 1972. So, what this 1972 Act does is that it created the General Insurance Corporation of India, and then the four nationalized companies were made subsidiaries of this company of the GIC. So the four companies were the National Insurance Company Limited, the New India Assurance Company Limited, Oriental Insurance Company Limited, and the United India Insurance Company Limited. In 2002, the act was amended, and then the ownership of the four companies were transferred from GIC to the central government. The GIC has become a reinsurer since 2000. With this new amendment, the government seeks to do three things. Firstly, the present law says that the central government has to hold at least 51% of the equity share capital. The bill wants to ensure that this goes away. Secondly, the bill wants to provide that the act will not apply on the insurer from the date the central government relinquishes control of the insurer. This means that the power to appoint the majority of the directors and the power to interfere or to take decisions as part of the management will go from the government. Thirdly, the government also wants to add some certain liabilities for directors in some certain cases. So, what does this mean for public sector companies? What does this mean for the sector? And finally, what does it mean for you and me, the public? To help us understand this topic, I have with me K. Nitya Kalyani, who is an independent insurance expert. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Nivedita. Happy to be here with you and through you with Business Line readers.
Ma'am, the amendment wants to reduce the government stake in the insurance companies to less than 51%. The biggest criticism against the bill is that the government will lose the control over them. Why would the government want to do this?
The government has vocally stated that they would like to focus more and more on governance and less on business. They are implementing it systematically. This development is part of that. There's no question of losing control really from the point of view of governance because the policy framework is always set by the government and any business will be run within that framework. For instance, IRDAI has been established to regulate and supervise the insurance sector.
So, what is the potential changes that will come to the company because of the changes in the shareholding pattern?
A change in shareholding pattern is likely to create better efficiencies in the conduct of business and greater involvement of the owners. This will invariably lead to enhancement in profitability, market share, and create cost efficiencies for the company. And all this will lead to increasing shareholder value.
So that's basically
From the customer side, we will see innovative products. It will be tuned to evolving needs, and there will be better customer service led by market forces.
so in a way it's good for both the company and for the customers.
Yes.
So right now the four PSUs are some of the biggest general insurers in India. How will privatizing or the government reducing its stake in one of these companies impact the sector as a whole?
Um, Private capital brings with it a huge amount of energy. A large company, when it is empowered like this, it develops a momentum and leads to faster growth. The four PSUs already have a large network, which is a strength. They are well known even in the rural areas and have survived in a competitive environment. We must remember that for the last 20 odd years. Private ownership brings a focus on market dominance and profitability, and it will help them exploit these strengths better. It can identify other strengths, and all this will lead to better insurance penetration. This we have seen in other industries like banking.
So Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman says something which you have alluded to, in which this move will help increase insurance penetration and will help the economy grow faster. How could this happen? How can this move help that?
Really, it's a matter of the energies that come in and the directions that a company is given. The company will be more actively managed, more free to follow certain innovative paths, and the spirit of competitiveness really enters them.
Okay, so again, it's a good thing for the company then.
Yes.
So, in her budget speech, Finance Minister said that the government is considering privatizing at least one general insurance company. The Niti Aayog has recently suggested that it could be that the United India Insurance Company could be privatized first. So, is this bill the first move to get the privatization process started?
It is possible, given the amendment, this is a possibility. Um,
So, how long will the privatization process, the disinvestment process be? Will it be like a relatively longer one, like the Air India process, where the government has tried to sell the company many times but failed?
Bringing in a new investor, a strategic partner, it's a factor of many things. Some of them are outside the purview of the insurance industry, the developments in it, or even of the capital markets. It's unlikely to be an overnight process.
So, can I compare it with LIC IPO? LIC is the biggest insurer in India. So, private, and it's also a government enterprise. So, there are a lot of similarities there. Are there any dissimilarities? Is it fair to compare IPO of United India with an LIC IPO?
They are different developments because this amendment speaks of allowing divestment or reducing government stake to below 51%. In the case of LIC, that is not on the table. In the case of LIC, they have said that government stake will not go below 75% for the next 5 years and not lower than 51% after that.
Yeah.
They are different things.
So unfair to compare them. But then the issues largely are the same, right? Because they are the huge, LIC is a behemoth, and any one of these can also be considered a behemoth.
Well, an IPO where you divest a certain part of your stake, an IPO listing is anyway a requirement of the regulations today. All the companies are going to go through it, whether government owned or not. It happened with New India, with GIC, and now it's happening with LIC.
Yeah.
This amendment is not speaking of the IPO specifically. It enables the government to divest further.
So we saw that the employees of these public gender insurance companies are not very happy with it. In fact, they even observed a nationwide one-day strike against it. How will this move to privatize or to reduce the share in the government share in these companies impact the employees?
Once the stake goes below 51%, pay revisions and employment conditions will be decided purely by the company board. We must remember that the company will be working in a very competitive environment, and so employee retention, employee remuneration, all these will get only more competitive and responsive, not less. And this will create more opportunities.
So finally, ma'am, how does all this impact the customer? We know that the government, most people, at least when they're first trying to get an insurance, tend to go to the government ones because they're safer. Will such a disinvestment move reduce trust?
These companies have had a very long history. At least from 72, they have been known to the public under this name and style.
Yeah.
So they have their own reputations. There are generations that have insured with them. The customer at large will reap the benefits of the new efficiencies and the innovation. Also, the new ownership will have more of a focus on profitability, and a profitable company is the best option for any customer. More so if it is insurance, because when an insurance company is efficient and profitable, when it is conducting its business in a sustainable way, it is going to be around for a long time to pay your claim. Finally, The claim is what insurance is all about.